Oh my, you just keep dying. Over and over and over. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You'll be stunned by a sudden burst of light, but only if they don't see it coming. Throw the switch. Bright light. She can't stand it. Every culture has a place of punishment. They have many names. I don't know what culture this is. This is a place for reflection. The fabric between this place and the beautiful darkness is breaking down.
The next day, you'll have a big pot of meat just totally broken down, and you can serve it just like this. Now remember, your family will be expecting a roast, not a stew of mystery meats. From their reaction, you can almost guarantee that you'll never be asked to cook again, and you can get back to doing what you do best. Now, let's gauge their reaction. The next day, you'll have a big pot of meat just totally broken down. Now, let's gauge their reaction.
Whoa. Who the fuck is gonna clean my... Cut! Stop the show!
The last holiday period reached a whopping 95 deaths. 60% of those were alcohol-related. Maxwell Hume from the Pleasant Falls PD stated that alcohol-fueled violence and car wrecks have become a huge problem. How much needless death does there need to be before we curb our vices? If you suffer from addiction, seek help now. It's fine in moderation, but when your addiction affects the lives of those around you, it's time to do something about it. And in other news, City Hall was vandalized last night. The graffiti reads, "Who put her in the witch elm?" Being a small town, we don't usually have to deal with vandalism, but this message is very specific. To an unsolved murder from 1943, where human remains were found inside a witch elm. The remains were found 43 years ago. Question, why now? Police have no suspects or motive, but say it's likely that some of our youths came across this story and are simply acting out. Looking into the history of this message has us all intrigued. Who did put her in the witch elm? On a brighter note, if you're planning a wedding, Pleasant Bridal is having a 50% off sale. We all know weddings can be expensive, so a sale like this could see you grab the wedding dress of your dreams at half off.
Little Michael. I'm still not used to the name, but he's starting to grow on me. He's perfect, and he looks just like you. He's got your eyes.
And in other news, City Hall was vandalized last night. The graffiti reads, "Who put her in the witch elm?" Being a small town, we don't usually have
March 1985. He really surprised me this weekend. He blindfolded me and whisked me off in the car. When he took the blindfold off, I saw this horrible little rundown cabin in the woods. He'd purchased this place from an estate sale of a deceased hunter or something. He wants to fix it up so we'll have our own little romantic getaway. Maggie's staying with the neighbors for the weekend, so I guess I'll make the most of it. March 1985. He's like a changed man out here. At first I wasn't sure this place is creepy, but last night was simply amazing. Maybe this was a great idea. It just needs a woman's touch.
Did you hear that? Dad's a drunk. He drank and drank. the answer lies below.
March 1985. I don't ever want to come back. Last night there were all kinds of strange noises. I could hear whispering. I think maybe some of the locals don't want us here. I heard something in the basement and had to investigate. Oh my god, it's the slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. I appreciate taxidermy as an art form, but this looked like more than that. Between the cabins and the history and the strange noises, it would be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in here again. This is how those horror movies start. Before the wedding. Get out of here, you. Wait a minute. Come here, you. Now go. We're gonna be late to the altar.
95 deaths. 60% of those were alcohol-related. Maxwell
Slaughterhouse
Pleasant
down
Falls
there with
PD
some
stated
really
that
weird
alcohol
shit
fueled
going
violence
on.
and car
Just needs a
wrecks have
woman's
become
touch.
huge
Be a
problem.
cold
It's
day
like a
in hell.
changed man out here.
Changed man out here. It's like a changed man out here.
Dear Diary, I haven't spoken to Dad in years. We avoid each other as much as possible. He's always drinking and I'm scared to talk to him. Mom is a mess. She's so weak. I hate them both. I hate it here. I'm a prisoner in my own room. I can't have my friends over. I stay at Bridget's house as much as I can. It's time for a change. I met a boy 2 months ago. His name is Carl, and I think I love him. I told him about everything yesterday. My dead brother, drunk father, and drugged up mother. I thought he'd run for the hills, but he says he wants to save me. He says we should run away, and I think I will. What is my future here? I can't stay. I feel bad leaving my mom, but if she ever grew a spine, she'd have taken me away from here years ago. I have to go.
that training paid off, it seems, as she came first in the annual tryout.
Mom, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you. I can't do this anymore. Do you know how many times I hid under my bed listening to Dad hurting you? Falling asleep under the bed to the sound of you crying? I hate you for not taking me away from here years ago. I'm running away with my boyfriend, and I won't be coming back. I'd be safer living on the streets than I am here, and that's no way for me to live. I'm old enough now to understand that none of this is normal. Maybe we'll see each other again someday, but I never want to see him again. Get help, Mom. I do love you. Love always, Maggie.
Of April, 1996. I hadn't spoken to him in what seemed like an eternity. So I was shocked when he asked me to come back to the cabin. I assumed he wanted to fix a marriage. Maybe try to move past everything and start over. Last time we were at the cabin, it was so romantic until the freak show started. And I vowed never to go back, but if it'll help our marriage, I'll try anything to end this nightmare. Once we got there, he just started babbling about this being a place of conception and rummaging through that fucked up basement. I don't know if I should be indulging him or getting help. I want him to get help, but I'm scared of how he'll react. Little Michael. I'm still not used to the name, but he's starting to grow on me. Perfect. And he looks just like you. He's got your eyes. I don't ever want to come back. Last night there were all kinds of strange noises. I could hear whispering. It'd be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in here.
What kind of God would kill an innocent baby?
All you do is drink. You're a monster. You can't live like this anymore. I saw a twisted husk smiling back at me.
What's with the mask?
June 6, 1996. Gary's gone totally insane. Since Michael. And he terrifies me. He terrifies Maggie too. I should have left with Maggie years ago. But I love him. And I can't just leave him like this. Maggie ran away. And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. And I don't know where she is. But now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I wish my Gary would come home. Instead, I'm stuck here with that drunk monster. We were all so happy. How did we get here? It's been 10 years now. And I'm so dumb I can barely get out of bed. And I'm trying my hardest to stop taking the pills, but it's all I have now. And I wish I could change things. For Maggie's sake. Maybe she's better off without us.
this is their life flashing before their eyes. Every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment.
Gary's gone totally insane.
Understand the
Maggie
extent
ran
of your
away,
actions.
and she hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. Now I'm all alone, and I wish my little girl would come home. And I love him, and I can't just leave him like this.
You can't just leave him like this. Because reality isn't real.
A search grid has begun over the crash site, but no survivors have been...
So here he stands, at the gate. Does he understand the extent of his crimes against his eternal soul? He can't set things right. It's over. He can ensure eternity is fitting for those he affected. I'm letting it out here myself. Well, it's time to end it.
perfect. And he looks just like you. All you do is drink. You're a monster. I saw her twisted husk smiling back at
You finally arrived. I overestimated your comprehension skills. No matter, you'll finally get it. If you take your place, someone will be with you and we can begin.